What's happening, guys? It is Friday the 19th. I'm in Memphis, Tennessee for most of the week. Meeting up with a lot of people. I used to do a ton of business with out here. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Interestingly enough, there is a new Ford plant coming in just right outside of Memphis, probably about an hour away. That could be something that drives a lot more housing in this area. So it was always been a hell of an area to invest in. It could enhance that capability to invest out here. So, if that's something you're interested in taking a look at, give us a ring. We know a lot of people out here. I've been back to back meeting up with a lot of these people. There's good Southern folk, man. I love the folks out here in Memphis. I love getting back out here. Got away from these trips like I used to, just because COVID kind of took me off of that. And then coming after COVID, the change in the market, 2022, we dug in deep to really push to make the team better at what we do. We hired Larry Yatch and his team, former leader of SEAL Team 3, and they came and helped us really make everything tight. So you got a bunch of SEALs coming here, look at all your operations. Now our operations are, I'll argue, is the best operations in the lending industry, period. So anybody who has something to the contrary to offer, let me know. We need to know where we might be missing something so we can add that into our process. So this week, jobs numbers came back out. Said that actually looks like jobless claims went down, but there was fraud found, go figure, right, on the unemployment in the state of Massachusetts that had a significant impact on that number. Once you take that fraud into account, the actual reporting up. So there's more people filing claims according to the data that I have seen. Houses also moving very quick. They're moving within 30 days off the market. That's what we're seeing on an average. That's the report that I just read. So a lot of good things still happening out there. Things are moving as far as the market is concerned. Jobs, a little bit rougher, but that also should have an impact that's positive for bond, but it really isn't. Why? Because of what we've been talking about. Let me share the market with you. As always, get into these charts so you guys can see exactly what we're dealing with, see exactly what's showing out there as far as the traders going into the bonds. As the traders go in, of course, the interest rates go down. As the traders come out, interest rates go up. So following that 200-day moving average, this blue line right here, all the way down, that is our ceiling. It keeps acting as a ceiling. We bumped it again, come off it. Look at where we are. We're hitting this point. We hit this point several different times. I'm hoping that the point we are at right now, this blue line I've drawn, in fact, I might have to actually broaden this blue line out so you guys can see it a little bit better. That right there, I believe, looks to be a floor of support. But look at the ceiling that I believe we're going to continue to have, that very strong ceiling, because it seems to keep drawing everything below this since about, looks like everything been sitting below that since September. Been working its way below this number. I don't know if this is going to stay below this level. It's 100.55. I can only get it to land at 100.54. It's really picky system. But that's what I believe is a ceiling with respect to what happened with 2008 and the quantitative easing, as we've been talking about. If that's the case, we break through this particular floor we've got here. I think our next level is going to be down in here somewhere. It's probably going to be there, and we're going to be bouncing down in there. So as I've been saying, I think we need to lock. There has been a lot of claims to float since way back here, and you could have locked all along here if you were floating. I don't think you should have been. Any bank who's been claiming a little bit better interest rate, because some banks can claim it, and they were trying to tell you to take a rate here, then float it. They can't give you that rate now. If we lock you, we're better. So listen to what we're talking about here. Discern for yourselves, talk to Scotty, decide for yourself if you think that you should be locking. I think you should. I don't think that we're going into anything better going forward, at least not for the foreseeable future with all that's going on. The debt ceiling thing, that's going to move. And when that does, who knows, that's going to have an impact. We'll see what that does. Market anymore, you can't predict what they're going to do. The only thing I believe we've got here is these strong ceilings and these technical levels that were established before when the Fed was not involved in buying into the bonds. Thanks, guys, and I will talk to you guys on Monday.